Hi, hello, how are you? Today is Sunday, it's 3:09 p.m. I was gonna film this weekend and yet again had nothing to film. So I figured I would do a little Q&A video and also kind of show you guys a little bit of my preparation because I have a very exciting but busy week this week. It's all really good stuff, guys. Like, this is all, it's like a really good week. Like, I'm really excited. After the last like few weeks I've had, this is like such a blessing and I feel so grateful to be back on set and like doing what I love, because I was having a really hard time mentally, if I'm being honest. And I just wanted to address really quick why I deleted my last video. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I posted on my story that I had a YouTube video coming out where I was going to be very vulnerable and just like share some personal things. And I did post that video. It was like 25 minutes long and it was just me talking about where I'm at with my career and how I feel frustrated and yada yada yada. I was going through that, like that was a real thing that I was dealing with, but I deleted it because something wasn't sitting right with me about posting that. I don't know why. I think maybe because like I've done the work to help myself get out of that situation, and in return I feel like things are back on track in my life, and I was just like already in a different place when that video was posted, and it just like didn't feel authentic to me in that moment when it came out. And when I filmed it, obviously I was really going through that time in my life, but when I released it I wasn't really. And I'm sure I'm gonna have more moments like that, so I guess I could have kept it up, but I don't know, something just wasn't feeling right, so I deleted it. And if you're gonna watch it and you didn't get a chance to, I apologize. But from this point going forward, I will try to show you guys more of those moments as they come up in my life, because that's just like part of being a human. Like, we go through stuff and not everything is perfect. So I'll do better at sharing those moments with you guys if they ever come up in the future. But for now, I'm doing really well. I'm doing really good. I feel happy. Life is really good. I feel very abundant right now. I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but I feel very like appreciative and grateful for like every opportunity in my life right now, whether it's like my job working at a restaurant or teaching dance, or it's like booking a job. Like, I feel like everything coming into my life right now is all really positive and really good, and I'm really in a good place. I hope you are too if you're watching this. But today is Sunday. It's around 3 p.m. I worked this morning and then I went to competition to see some of my students perform, and 2 of my duets did really well. They got in the top 10, which is really exciting. And then one of my students last night got in the top 10, and she placed 8th overall as like a teen, which is like super hard to do at competition. So I'm really proud of her. And yeah, my students are killing it this weekend, so that's always a good feeling as a teacher. Now I'm working on my lines for this week because I have a ton of them. Once I start shooting and I'm in the groove of it all, like it all starts to flow and feel easier. But the preparation going into a busy week of work with a lot of lines and just like back and forth and whatever can sometimes be a little bit stressful. But I'm gonna work on it all the rest of today, and then I have to be there at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so I'll be trying to go to bed early tonight, hopefully. I figured I would just turn the camera on and like kind of explain and show you guys like what my process is when I prep for stuff like this, and see what else happens. Oh, by the way, I made brownies. I gotta show you guys. I have no idea what happened. I mean, I guess someone must have taken one, question mark? I don't know. I mean, that's so weird. Obviously it was me. I took the brownie. I'm probably gonna take another one later. They're so good, you guys. I was never really into sweets that much growing up. I mean, I would have like a, well, this kind of contradicts what I just said, but I would have a vanilla ice cream cone like every single night after dinner. My dad would always make them, and he would put like little surprises in there. So like stuffed in the cone, he would put like chocolate chips or M&Ms or sprinkles or like something like that. It was really good. But as I got a little older, like into my teenage years and my young 20s, I started really not liking sweets that much. And I never like craved them or wanted them, and just, I don't know, they was never really my thing. But lately, my body, my mind, my soul has taken a turn, and I'm like craving sweets after every dinner meal I eat. Like, it's I eat dinner and then I need something for dessert, like something. And I don't know why, but I'm listening to my body and I'm not restricting myself, because that's life's too short, we're not doing that here. And my best friend Cassie, she also has a YouTube channel, which I've talked about. Her YouTube is Cassie Hampshire. She is super into fitness and like healthy lifestyle vlogs and things like that. She's actually studying right now to get her certification in nutrition. So when I watch her channel, I get a lot of my inspiration from her videos and her recipes. And one of the sweets brands that she uses in a lot of her desserts is Simple Mills. And I bought Simple Mills, and it's really easy to make. It's like 3 ingredients that you add to like the mixture that it comes in, and it's so good, you guys. I was making the chocolate chip cookies like all the time, and they're super good, but I went to Target today and they didn't have them, so they had the brownies. So I tried the chocolate chip brownies instead. And since I already ate one and burned my mouth in the process because they weren't cold and I couldn't wait, I can confidently say that these are so delicious. So if you're really into sweets and you're looking for something healthy, definitely look at Simple Mills. I think you can get them at Target, like I said, but Whole Foods has like a ton of Simple Mills stuff. They have like other foods too, like crackers and chips and like really good snack food. So definitely go and try it. And if you do, let me know what you think. Okay, we are back to being productive. And now I have to print out my lines. I'm very old school when it comes to this, by the way. I know a lot of people like to save paper and just like look at the lines off their phone, but I can't memorize that way. It's just, I don't know, my brain needs to like see it in front of my eyes. I don't know. I don't print the entire script out, but I go through and I write down the page numbers of what I have for my scenes, and then I print those to try and save paper and ink cartridge because that's expensive. And let's say a prayer, guys, because my printer is low on ink and low on paper, and I hope I have enough paper. It's black and white, so I think that the ink will be fine, but it's low on paper. So let's hope that we can get one more script out of what my printer's got left in it. We made it, woohoo! I'm so happy. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the full script, and I'm gonna individually pick out the scenes and staple them together separately, and then start highlighting my lines. Now that everything is highlighted, I will write out all of my lines, including everyone else's lines. So it's basically just rewriting the entire scene myself on paper, and I really like to use these types of notepads for this type of thing because I just feel like it's the easiest. So I'll put the characters' names in this column, and then I'll just write out the lines, and then if I have any of my own notes that I want to remember going into it, or as I'm writing, if I think of something that I want to make sure I don't forget, I'll write it down somewhere on this piece of paper as well. I've gone through like so many of these already. I have like 10 empty ones in my desk because I go through them so fast, but I just think this method really works for me. And I think this is good for memorizing in general. Like if you have to memorize a script or like a speech, or like literally I don't know what else you would memorize besides those two things, but writing it out on paper is super duper helpful. And I won't just like look at it and write it down. I'll like read the scene, and then I'll read the person's line before mine. Sorry, Olivia just ate. I'll read the person's line before mine, and then I'll read mine, and I'll say it out loud. And I'll keep saying it out loud without looking at the paper until I get it perfectly right. And then once I get it right, I will write it out on paper. So it's not just like copy and pasting. I kind of like make sure that I know it first and then I write it down. So the writing process is kind of just like an added way of kind of locking it into my brain, and it does take up some time. My hand does cramp up, but I do allow myself some breaks in between to get coffee or to get a snack or to go for a walk with Olivia or shower or whatever. Like I'll give myself brain breaks, as my dad would call it, because obviously you don't want to overwhelm yourself or get burned out. So it does take up some time, but this is just what works for me personally. I don't have a photographic memory, so this is what works. We are back in the kitchen. I finished going over my lines and I feel great. I feel prepared, and which is always a very important feeling. Whenever I have a busy week like this, and it's not just with acting, but if it's with like anything I'm doing and I feel like I'm gonna be running around a lot and just like trying to stay awake and having good energy, I don't like to cook during the week because it's just like very time consuming. So I'm gonna use today as an opportunity to kind of meal prep and make bigger meals so that I have stuff in the fridge that I can just like put together really quick. So earlier I made some chicken and I bought some wraps, and I've been doing like chicken wraps for lunch and some fresh fruit and veggies. and that's already prepped in the fridge. And then for breakfast, I kind of just like throw together a smoothie or like some eggs really quick, or like throw a bagel, gluten-free by the way, in the toaster, and that's been really good. But for dinner this week, I want something super quick that I can just grab and heat up and like not worry about it. So I'm gonna make my mom's tuna casserole recipe. I've been craving it for like a couple months and I haven't made it, so today is the day. While the pasta is boiling, I figured I would start answering some questions that you guys have asked me on Instagram. My Instagram is ValerieEve1 if you don't follow me already. A long time ago I posted that I was gonna do a Q&A, and then I just like kind of screenshotted the questions and never answered them, so I figured why not go back and answer some of them. I'm not gonna do them all because I do want to do like a proper sit down Q&A video, so in the comments below right now before you forget, ask me like as many questions as you want to know about me. They can be personal, they can be generic, like whatever it is, and I will do a proper Q&A video soon, I promise. I will answer some of these. I'm trying to find them because it was like kind of a long time ago that people asked me these, but let's see here. Okay, I found them. So someone said, what future projects do you have planned? So this week I am filming not one, but 2 Dhar Mann videos. So I'm super excited about that. Someone asked me, how old are you? And I get this question on like every post I've ever made. Like people will ask me on my Instagram posts, my TikToks, like everyone wants to know how old I am, and I totally get it because I look really young, but obviously I'm not like a teenager. So the answer to the burning question, I am 25 years old. Yes, I know I look like I'm 15, and I've come a long way in my self-love journey to just embrace that I look young and that people are always gonna question me and tell me I look like I'm a teenager, even though I'm literally 25, about to be entering the phase of my late 20s. But you know what, as an actor, it's a really good thing to look younger than your age, and I still want to go out for teenage roles, and so it's really nice. So yes, I'm 25 years old. Someone said, what is your zodiac sign? And you are a really pretty ballerina. Thank you. My zodiac sign is, I'm a Scorpio sun, and then my moon is Virgo, and then my rising is Leo. So take with that what you will, but I am Scorpio, Virgo, Leo. Someone, first of all, one person said, are you rich? And then a second person said, how much do you earn total in 1 week or 1 month? I'm personally not gonna share my financial status with you guys, but just know that your girl's killing it. I'm working hard. Someone said, if you have a favorite game, what is it? Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this question. So my favorite game of all time is Categories. If you're my friend or my family member and you're watching this, you totally know this was gonna be my answer. Categories is literally my favorite game in the entire world. Sometimes I'll have people over for wine or like dinner, and I'll be like, we're playing Categories. Like, I don't know if you've ever played it, but like I'll teach you and we're playing. Till this day, I am undefeated. It's like my favorite game in the entire world. And I don't know why, I just think it's like very fun and strategic. People might not like it as much as I do, but I'm very competitive with it, so I love it. And then on top of Categories, I love card games. So like Scat or CLR, like I love, well, CLR is not a card game, but I love games that you can play with like a big group of people at a dinner table and just like laugh and have fun. And yeah, so my family actually grew up playing cards. Like I learned how to play cards when I was really, really young, and we still play cards at every family party till this day. So I have a soft spot for card games and stuff. I'm gonna do a couple more. Someone said, what is your favorite band? Honestly, I don't really know if I listen to bands necessarily. I guess like my favorite band of all time was probably Queen, but I don't know. I don't know any like recent current bands that I could say is like my favorite. I don't know, but definitely Queen. Like huge fan of Queen. Oh, I guess like an ABBA too. ABBA's not really is it a band? I mean, it's more of like a, I don't know, but ABBA is like my top, and then Queen. When I think band, I think like rock and roll, and like every person on stage has an instrument in their hand. So I would say Queen, but ABBA is like my favorite like performing group, if you will. I don't know. So ABBA and Queen, I guess. Someone said, which country would you love to visit this year? Love this question. Definitely Italy. I have dreamed of going to Italy my entire life. I have never been. My family is Sicilian on my mom's side, so I've always loved Italian culture and Italian food and just like everything that has to do with Italy, and I think it's beautiful there. I've literally gone on Airbnb and like planned out an entire month's worth of Airbnbs and just like manifested it. So I'm hoping I have a chance to go, and hopefully I can go and like do some work there, like film something while I'm there. I would love to do both, but if not, I definitely want to take at least a month out of my year and just go to Italy and like live there and not work. So that's all I'm gonna answer for you guys right now. Like I said before, I am gonna do a big Q&A video, and I want like real, honest, like deep questions to talk about. You guys know I'm an open book. I don't really like hide anything, honestly. So please, right now in the comments, or if you want, you can leave them on my Instagram post or like DM me on Instagram and send me some questions. I will go take a look, and yeah, let me know what you want to know from ya girl. Hey guys, I am coming to you live from editing this video. It is Monday, it is 5:30 p.m. and I got home about an hour ago from set, and I had a really good first day. It was really, really fun, and I'm excited for the rest of this week to unfold. As I upload this video, I just kind of realized that I don't really have anything planned this week to film, and I really want to give you guys really good content, and I really want to reach 500 subscribers before the summer hits and just keep this channel growing and growing. But I also want to make sure that you guys are getting the type of videos that you want. So on top of leaving me questions for my Q&A in the comments, can you guys like leave me comments on what kind of videos you want to see from me? It can be literally anything from, I guess, acting tips, dance tips, it could be life advice, or you guys want to talk about mental health or like physical health, like literally anything, no matter how deep or how generic you want it to be. Just like let me know what you guys want to see on this channel. If you guys just like daily vlogs, I literally don't have a problem bringing my camera around with me, but I don't know if that's something that gets boring after a while, or if you guys do like that type of content. So just feel free to let me know in the comments. Be honest, let me know. No feedback is bad feedback. I am going to be filming something this week, so please leave a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much. Hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys, love you.